This is a regular meeting of the Township Committee. Public notice of this meeting has been given as required by the Open Public Meetings Law. A resolution was adopted on January 1st, 2025, designating this date, this hall, and 7:30 p.m. as the time for this regular meeting of the Township Committee of the Township of Union in the County of Union. A notice of each and every meeting of the Township Committee was posted in accordance with the aforesaid Open Public Meetings Law in one public place reserved for the posting of ordinances and official notices of the Township of Union, namely the bulletin board next to the clerk's office. In addition thereto, a copy of said resolution was forwarded to the local source and Star Ledger. A copy of said resolution is on file with the clerk of the township.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good evening. This evening, the prayer will be led by Committeewoman Sandra Terrell and the flag salute by Committeeman Manuel Figueroa. Would you please stand?
As we gather as members of this Township Committee, we pray that we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community, keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Let us continue to strive to make a better community. Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mr. Figueredo?
here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Here. At this time, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, can we move on to the ordinances and resolutions?
I have for your consideration on draft and first reading an ordinance amending Chapter 266-59, Schedule 17, entitled Time Limit Parking by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Caldwell Avenue.
Move draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-59, Schedule 17, entitled Time Limit Parking by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Caldwell Avenue. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending ordinance number 4934, designating previously approved handicapped parking space on Oregon Street for exclusive use.
Move draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending ordinance number 4934, adopted February 14, 2016, in the Township of Union, Union County, New Jersey. This ordinance designates a previously approved parking space for exclusive use. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Authorizing a special emergency appropriation. This allows payment of contractually required severance to be paid over the next 5 years.
Move draft be taken up by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance authorizing a special emergency appropriation pursuant to NJSA 48:4-53H. This allows payment of contractually required severance to be paid over the next 5 years. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 170, Schedule of Zoning Requirements, Area Yard and Bulk Requirement.
Move the draft be taken up for first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 170 and Attachment 3 entitled Schedule of Zoning Requirements, Area, Yard, and Bulk Requirements, except as otherwise specified in Chapter 170, Part 1 of the Code of the Township of Union. Mr. Figurito?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figurito?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 170 Land Development, Part 3 Zoning, this ordinance regulates removal and replacement of trees within the township. Oh, sorry about that. Wrong
Move
one.
the draft be taken up
Yeah.
on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a referral to the planning board,
We
please?
refer this to the planning board.
Second.
Mr. Figurito?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Mayor,
Yes.
if I may, on item 4, I should have referred that to the planning board. Could we get another vote on that?
Yes. Can I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Figurito?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Thank you,
Yes.
The following resolutions, authorizing the 2025 temporary budget.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Figurito?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Authorizing the award of contract with Intervention Strategies International, Inc. for the Employee Assistance Program for an amount not to exceed $12,000.
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the rental of uniforms for the Department of Public Works from American Wear, Inc. through the Hunterdon County Educational Services Co-op for an amount not to exceed $38,000.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing repair services for motor vehicles from BJ&M Auto for an amount not to exceed $33,000. State contract number 89295.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of auto parts and repair of vehicles from Samuels, Inc., trading as Bywise, for an amount not to exceed $55,000. State contract number 85992.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of tires and tubes from Bridgestone America, care of Cleveland Auto Tire, for an amount not to exceed $38,500. State contract number 19 Fleet 00708.
Motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of building supplies from Home Depot for an amount not to exceed $54,000. State contract number 18 Fleet 00234.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of electrical supplies from Cure Electrical Supply for an amount not to exceed $11,000. State contract 21 Food 01748.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of janitorial supplies from Mooney General Paper Company for an amount not to exceed $40,000 through the Omnia Co-op.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of sodium chloride rock salt for the Department of Public Works from Morton Salt, Inc. for a fee not to exceed $100,000. State contract number 20 Fleet 01519.
Motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of fuel for township vehicles from National Fuel Oil for a fee not to exceed $125,000. State contract 19 Food 01100.
Motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of diesel fuel for township vehicles from Rachel's Michelle Oil for an amount not to exceed $40,000. State contract number 19 Food 01099.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of fuel from Riggins, Inc. for an amount not to exceed $230,000. State contract number 19 Fleet 00969.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Be Safe Security, Inc. for the police and fire alarm wireless monitoring for various township buildings for an amount not to exceed $8,400.
Motion to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Placer Labs, Inc. for the purpose of demographic research data collection for the downtown area for an amount not to exceed $30,000.
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
authorizing the submission and execution of a grant application to the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs for renovations of the basketball court at Weber Park.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an agreement with the John H. Stamler Police Academy for use of the police firing range for Union County Police trainees.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing an agreement between the Township and the Borough of Kenilworth for the use of the police firearms training facility.
Motion to approve the agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing an agreement between the Township and the Borough of Roselle for the use of the police firearms training facility.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing an agreement with the Township and the Borough of Roselle Park for the use of the police firearms training facility.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing the purchase of proprietary software for the Fire Department incident reports from Alpine Software, Inc. for an amount not to exceed $19,038.60.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing an emergency contract with Hudson County Motors, Inc. for the replacement of the pump in Engine 7 for an amount not to exceed $27,370.12.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a contract with Independence Constructors, Inc. for the monthly inspections of the underground storage tanks located at DPW, Police and Fire for an amount not to exceed $27,360. State contract 42270.
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing the execution of a memorandum of understanding with the New Jersey State Police Auto Theft Task Force.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Rescinding resolution number 2022-133, which gave municipal support for Vidu Brothers Cannabis, Inc., cultivation and manufacturing cannabis license.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the extension of the submission of the financial statement to the state and the introduction and adoption of the municipal budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2023-323 to reflect a change of scope to the HVAC upgrades and retrofit project for the municipal building.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Following communications from Terry Milanda, tax collector, requesting the Township Committee authorize checks issued to the following representing the redemption of tax sale certificates as listed on the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
From Jack Beta, Genbro, requesting to display merchandise in front of their store located at 1745 Morris Avenue from January 15th through March 30th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Yanyu Chen, 99 Cents Plus, requesting to display merchandise in front of their store located at 350 Chestnut Street from January 15th through March 14th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
From Dilsey Santana, Leah Construction Corp., Stuyvesant Avenue, requesting to hang 2 additional 25 by 3-foot banners on the building of the new Barber Avenue Apartments for a period of 6 months or until they are rented.
Move to deny the request.
Second.
All in favor?
From the Clerk's Office, requesting parking rebates for train station parking for 2024 to various residents for a total amount of $820.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
From Debbie Ivins, TNT Fireworks, requesting permission to hold a tent sale in the parking lot at 1701 Morris Avenue from June 14th through July 6, 2025, utilizing a 20 by 40-foot tent, banners, and flags. Also requesting permission for a 10 by 20-foot container for storage and a small generator to operate the lights.
Motion to approve based on gaining all approvals.
Second.
All in favor?
The following department reports: Clerk's Office, Community Development, Senior Center, Municipal Court, and Fire Department.
Move they be received and filed.
Second.
All in favor?
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we'll move on to our reports. I'd like to start with our Police Commissioner, Sandra Terrell.
Thank you. So I'll be sharing police activity from December through January 13th, which is a 4-week period. We had directed patrols. We had 1,614 directed patrols, and for your information, directed patrols are just proactive patrols rather than being called on. We're out in the streets so that, or I should say our officers are out so that people see them and there's less crime based on the fact that the police are visible. So we had 1,614 of those over the last 4 weeks. We had 2,501 calls for service, and of those, we had 60 arrests. That's about 1%, which is a good number. We'd like to always see it at 0, but 1% is a good number based on the patrols that were done. Just a few highlights. On December 29, 2024, Quality of Life officers located a stolen vehicle which was entered stolen out of Orange, New Jersey. Officers conducted a block and lock maneuver, attempting to pin the vehicle in. The suspects attempted to use the stolen vehicle to ram its way out of the block. Officers were eventually able to stop the vehicle and arrest all three suspects without incident. They were transported to headquarters and charged accordingly. Secondly, on January 6, 2025, officers were dispatched to the TD Bank on a report of a panic alarm. As officers arrived on the scene, they were notified that the bank had just been robbed by a male suspect. Officers were quickly able to get a vehicle description, and eventually a suspect was identified. Union detectives, along with Quality of Life units, located the suspect vehicle unoccupied in Newark. After a couple of hours of surveillance, they located and arrested the suspect without incident. At headquarters, the suspect provided detectives with a full confession, and he was charged accordingly. And then just a little bit on our stops and tickets for the period of December 13, 2024 through January 9, 2025. So we're looking at stops, tickets, and stops and tickets for truck enforcement, red light enforcement, and the speed initiative. Altogether, there was 145 stops. There were 146 tickets issued, and that's combined for all three of those things. Of those tickets issued, 28 residents. So probably a little bit more than we'd like, but 28 residents. A little less than 20% of the tickets were issued to residents. Again, we'd like to see none of our residents get tickets, but hopefully we'll see that over time. That's all I have. That concludes my report, so thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. At this time, we have DPW, Commissioner Manny Figueredo.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to begin by just thanking our Public Works Department for their diligent work in preparing our roads for the past few incidents, inclement weather incidents that we had with their brining and salting operation. Really allowed our town to function normally, so I want to thank them for that. And winter's not over, guys, so it's hopefully they don't have to be out there working that often, but they're ready to go if we need them. Thank you. From our road division, they continue on repairing potholes and patching sections of roads throughout the town. Since our last meeting, the road division has performed 27 pothole repairs, and they've also swept 100 streets. From our sewer division, they continue to maintain catch basins, pump stations, and outfalls daily, and they perform repairs when necessary. Since our last meeting, this division has performed 120 catch basin cleanings, 20 enzyme applications to minimize the fats, the oils, and the grease that accumulate there, and 2 emergency calls. And our shade tree division continues to maintain the trees in our parks, in our township properties, and in the township right-of-ways. Since our last meeting, they've performed 7 removals, 11 trees trimmed, and 14 stump removals. I'm having trouble with my STRs today. Stump removals. All concerns or inquiries regarding all Division of Public Works can be addressed. You can call Public Works at 908-686-1922, or you can also use the Report of Concern feature on our township website. Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Manny. At this time, I'd like to have Patricia Garrett Frazier, Fire Department.
Thank you, Mayor. This is my Fire Department Commissioner's report. Union Fire Department responded on 180 emergency calls for service this 2-week period, with 75 of the calls being for medical services. Some significant events that took place this past 2 weeks. On December 27th, the Fire Department apparatus responded to Wildwood Terrace for a fully involved garage fire. No other structures were damaged. December 27th, a patron at McDonald's on Route 22 caused a smoke condition inside the restaurant when a smoke grenade was deployed. This is still under investigation. On January 10th, the fire department apparatus responded to Village Road on a bedroom fire. Also, January 10th, fire department apparatus responded to 1 Vermella Way for a fire in one of their apartments. For Christmas tree disposal, remove decorations promptly and dispose of the tree properly according to the local guidelines. What are those guidelines? On your designated bulk day, bring the tree out to the curb and your tree will be picked up and disposed of. Do not leave a dry Christmas tree in your home for an extended period of time. Fireplace safety. Have your chimney inspected and cleaned by a professional. Never burn wrapping paper or other flammable materials in your fireplace. Use a fire screen to prevent sparks from escaping. Space heater safety. Keep space heaters at least 3 feet away from flammable items like curtains, furniture, and bedding. Turn off space heaters when leaving a room or going to bed. We do not want any tragic accidents happening to you and your family while you are sleeping at night. Plug space heaters directly into an outlet. Never use extension cords. Smoke alarm maintenance. Test your smoke alarms monthly and replace batteries at least once a year. Ensure all bedrooms and common living areas have working smoke alarms. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to have Commissioner Joe Florio, the senior senator.
Thank you very much, Mayor. My first item is in a form of a motion. I would like to move Carla Vicari to the Disabilities and Mental Health Committee. That's a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Also, as a motion, I'd like to appoint Antonio Lobo to our Recreation Advisement Committee.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, from our Recreation Department, the Union Recreation Department is excited to announce the online registration for the next batch of winter enrichment programs is now open. The schedule includes some returning favorites like fashion design and Lego robotics. The newest addition is an esports program featuring the video game Mario Kart 8. Participants will learn how to play the game with a focus on teamwork, cooperation, and sportsmanship. The program will culminate in a tournament on the last day of class to crown the season's champion. We expect this program will fill up quickly, so don't delay. Limited spaces are still available for some of the recently begun winter programs like Learn to Skate, Clinic Basketball. Even if your child missed the first class, it may be possible to add them to the class for the rest of the season. For more information on these recreation programs, feel free to call 908-686-4200. We have a plethora of recreation programs in our community. Please take advantage of them. Take a look. Again, look at our website and get a chance to sign up. We really try and provide as much recreation as possible. From our senior citizens, our health and wellness is on Tuesday, January 21st, 9:30 to 11:30. A nurse will be providing health maintenance and check preventive services. Our art creative craft workshop, Thursday, January 16th, and February 6th through the 13th, 11 to 12. Working with a wide range of materials enable members to experiment with the process of art. The book club. We're excited to announce the launch of a new book club at the Senior Center. Starting February 10th, we will be gathering on Monday from 1:30 to 2:30 for a meet and greet and discuss selected books for the next month. Our first book will be Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. This heartfelt and beautifully written novel explores themes of love, memory, and family through the life of a mother reflecting on her past. It's a wonderful read, and we can't wait to explore it with all of you. The Baby Boomer Club, coming back now. Come join the Baby Boomers Club, a vibrant community of individuals who gather every third Wednesday of the month, enjoy engaging and guest speakers, and participate in a lot of activities. It's a fantastic opportunity to socialize and connect with both new and old friends in a welcome and relaxed environment. Whether you're looking to expand your social circle or just have a good time, there's always something exciting happening at our meetings. Mark your calendar for the next gathering on January 15th, 2025, from 6:30 to 8:30. We look forward to seeing you there. That's always a very exciting club, a lot of good people there. We also have a couple of events for all you people who feel lucky. Wind Creek Casino of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, on January 16th, $40 per person, departs at Jeanette Avenue. For any additional information, you're always free to call our senior center at 908-851-5290. That's my report for tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Florio. I'd just like to start by saying Happy New Year to everyone out there. Again, looking forward to a great year in 2025. I have a number of events I'd like to cover for the month of January. The Martin Luther King Day of Service. Join us for the Martin Luther King Day of Service and celebration on Monday, January 20th at 10 a.m. at Jefferson School. That's 155 Hilton Avenue in Vauxhall. This free event features poetry reading, speech excerpts, live performances, food pantry distribution, lunch catered by Mama's Barbecue. Follow at Twitter, TWP Union NJ for updates. Black History Month Expo. Join us on Saturday, February the 1st at Jefferson School for our 2025 Black History Month Expo. This event will feature powerful live performances offering from local Black-owned businesses, delicious food items, and highlighting the diversity of cultures. Follow at Twitter, TWP Union NJ for updates. Special Improvement District, Valentine's Day Print and Sip. Prepare a fun-filled afternoon on Saturday, February the 8th at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. A Paint Noir Art Studio. Unleash your creativity at our Paint and Sip session while enjoying drinks and light bites. Visit uniontownship.com to purchase tickets. Special Improvement District, Valentine's Day Candle and Making Class. Celebrate Valentine's Day with Special Improvement District Candle Making Class on Saturday, February the 15th, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Grab friends and a partner or come solo and spend the afternoon creating your own unique and beautiful candles by Urban Glow. Visit uniontownship.com to purchase tickets. Also, Black History Month, we have a number of activities planned. Join us for Black History Month Play, for exceptional performance of Hear Him Roar, a celebration of Black men in the arts on February the 15th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. at the Jefferson School Auditorium. The powerful performance examines the legacy of iconic figures of Black history. Admission is free. However, tickets are required at Twitter, TWP Union, New Jersey, on social media for updates on tickets. Black History Month Art Gallery, close out the month of Black History Month with our 2025 Art Gallery event featuring the incredible work of various local Black artists. Admission is free, and guests can come and enjoy refreshments or hors d'oeuvres while experiencing a night of creativity, culture, and community at Twitter, TWP Union, New Jersey for updates. Under Everbridge notifications, please sign up for emergencies and general notifications online, www.uniontownship.com. These updates are also posted on Facebook at Twitter, TWP Union, New Jersey. That concludes my report. At this time, I'd like to open it up to general for any comments. Keep in mind, we have a 5-minute rule. Give your name and address.
You're stuck in there really good, huh? Good evening, Darren Martin, 1163 Francine Way. Probably don't really need the microphone, but I'll use it. So, Happy New Year, everybody. Street repairs. I keep hearing about these street repairs, and I love street repairs. We all do. Some few meetings back, I asked about street repairs, and then Mayor Figueredo said, after getting a response from them back there, that you can't do anything with the roads until your utility companies give you the okay. So I need somebody, whether after this meeting or something, to explain to me how utility companies get to hold us hostage. So many streets, the top layer is off, so our tires are driving in there. So who repairs those tires when people's tires and cars get damaged due to wear and tear because it's so long? I mean, how long are we going to be held hostage by utilities companies? So I need somebody to explain that to me, please. I also talked recently about motorized scooters and e-bikes. Is this township going to get serious about doing something about people riding against the flow of traffic, no helmets? I heard you talking about robbery, people getting robbed and stuff. That has happened a few times where cell phones got snatched by people on those bikes. There has to be some type of regulation. Townships and cities are getting smarter with making sure they get a permit, a license, or something. We have to do something. I almost hit a delivery guy the other night. Thank God I was going at a reasonable speed, going against the flow of traffic, all black on, no lights, no anything. I mean, it's just, we have to do something about it. So I need somebody to respond to that, because I talked about that about 3 meetings ago, and I still haven't gotten a response. We continue to see a lot of construction going on. Nice, but I keep talking about where are the blacks on the sites. If you guys are having a problem with outreach, getting qualified blacks to work on construction sites, let me know. I have a whole bunch of them that are available and qualified to work. We can't keep doing construction without some black people being on sites doing the construction as well. We have qualified people out there. So I don't know what kind of outreach you're doing, but when I lived in Jersey City and when I lived in Newark, worked with both of those councils to get a first source agreement, and it was great. So black and minority people got jobs, women, et cetera, was a certain percentage. We have to do it. Bear Temple Park, the basketball court, does not have lights. Everything else around it has lights. The tennis courts, the baseball fields. Why don't Bear Temple Park have lights? So the kids could go out there and play at night. And on a timer, just like the other parks have, and it goes off at a certain time. That park should have lights as well. I talked about that a few years ago, but again, nobody did anything. Finally, number 30 tonight, and if you can't say it publicly, I'd like somebody to talk to me afterwards. Why the license was rescinded for the cannabis business? You don't usually see licenses get rescinded. So I need to know why that happened and what's going on with that. Again, if you can't talk about it publicly, I'm here. My ears is always open. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Martin, for your comments. Anyone else wishing to speak? Hearing none, could I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.